Welcome to Voice News Network. Police force is an important part of the society. They help enforce the law, protect the people and property. They are the body of officers representing the civil authority of government. We are extremely happy to have today with us Sergeant Wendy Drummond from the Toronto Police Service. Let's have a conversation and see what's special message for today. Hi Sergeant.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So what is the special purpose today to reach the community?
Well, it's a very exciting time for the Toronto Police Service and the community. We're having a hiring drive. We have currently 10 different positions available, uniform and civilian. So it's a great time to explore what your opportunities are with us and for us to welcome the different diverse communities into our service.
So is it like you're reaching all the communities present in Toronto?
As you know, Toronto is such a diverse and multicultural city, and we need to reflect our communities. So yes, we're reaching out to all the different communities and really appealing to have them look at us, consider us for employment, and see what we can do for you.
So what are the positions available right now?
Right now we have mass hiring going on for our uniform, for a police officer. So we've just put a couple of classes through and they're going through training right now. We're continuing to hire for those positions. Then we have a parking enforcement officer. So we have another class that's going to be graduating in the summer, I believe. So we're accepting multiple applications for that position. We have something called a special constable, which work in the divisions doing different tasks, very similar to a police officer, but they don't have the same powers. But they're a very useful resource for us and very important part of our daily duties. We then have other civilian duties, HR positions, analytical, those type of things.
So are you reaching out to all the communities present in Canada?
Yes, as you know, Toronto is a very multicultural and diverse community, and the Toronto Police Service must reflect our different communities that we serve. So we are reaching out to the different communities to ensure that we are reflective, yes.
And what is the procedure to get into the hiring process? So
each position that is available has its own different set of requirements. To become a police officer, you must be 18 years of age, a minimum. You must have completed secondary school or its equivalent. You must be a Canadian citizen or a resident, permanent resident, and no criminal convictions. You also are required to have something called an OACP certificate, and that's a physical testing process that you must go through. It's an outside agency where you do the testing and get the qualifications before you can apply online. And once you apply online, there's background investigation, interviews to go through, and it unfortunately is a bit of a lengthy process, but due to the nature of our profession, it's necessary to have all the checks and balances in place before we can offer a conditional offer of employment.
So is there some type of a quota you have to fill or some kind of a reservation policy?
As far as how many people we're hiring?
Yeah.
Well, we've currently gone through something called a hiring freeze, and we haven't had officers, police officers, go through and be hired and trained for a little bit of time. So currently we're trying to complement our frontline numbers.
So do we also have a community partnership and engagement unit?
We do. It's something that is very important to our service. We reach out to many of the different diverse communities. We liaise with them, try and break down any barriers or myths or fears that the different communities may have of police. We bridge those gaps and we bring ourselves into the different communities, the culture, and train our own officers to better learn and understand the different communities that we serve.
What are the volunteering opportunities with Toronto Police?
We have some of the best volunteers at the Toronto Police. We have something called our auxiliary program, and these are people that volunteer their time and dedicate their service to Toronto and the Toronto Police Service. They do major events, parade routes. They can assist with our investigations, going door to door, delivering pamphlets. It's something that the partnership is it's invaluable.
And where can our viewers get more information on this employment opportunities?
Please visit www.torontopolice.on.ca/careers. All the information is on the websites, the requirements, the applications, information sessions. There's a facts and answers sheet there. It'll provide all the information that you can think of.
All right. Thank you so much for coming with us and talking to us.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.